Good evening, everybody. Back here with another video for you all. We'll keep this video nice and short. We activated a lot of cards in the last video, so we'll just add a little bit more on and keep ourselves busy over the weekend. So this lecture focuses on really just these, well, all three lectures we had today, the epidemiology, the physiology for the long QT syndrome, as well as some EKG stuff. But we activated all the EKG stuff in the last video, so if you missed that, go check that out. And then there's not very many cards I could find on epidemiology as well as the long QT. The long QT, as I'll show you here in a minute, focused on some stuff that was not so much related to the lecture. Our lecture went to kind of a niche, down a path, very specific for those details. So I'd refer to the lecture for most of the details, but there are a few cards to, keep the memories of that lecture fresh in your head. So we'll get started. We're going to be in first aid. First, we're going to jump down to public health first. We're going to go into epidemiology and biostatistics. And then we're going to jump down to meta-analysis. And there's 5 cards here. Grab all of them. And there's only 5 cards for that lecture. And these cards are all related directly to meta-analysis. But as you can see on my screen here in the extras, it has a hierarchy of medical evidence. Let me just actually double check that that's the same one from the lecture. Now that I am looking at it and questioning it. So I'll just double check that for you all in real time. And yeah, so meta-analysis and systematic reviews are both up at the top. He had them kind of listed like sort of evenly, but I think meta-analysis does take the top, if I remember right. But then, yeah, you have your randomized controlled trials and then your cohort and your case studies. And he said that these were above these other types of evidence. So this does follow the hierarchy of evidence, which was a key learning objective for that lecture. So you can just, when you have one of these cards, just pop down and refer to this. Actually, it's just this one card. You can pop down and refer to that. Or if you want, you can copy and paste this in these other cards. That way you have that to just, keep that fresh in your head. So that is it for epidemiology. I know it's 5 cards for a big lecture. And we're going to stay within first aid, jump back down cardiovascular, and we're going to go into physiology, and they're going to come down to 14. And we're going to go into the torsades de pontes, or de point. I said that wrong. I think I did. I completely butchered it. So this is where we're going to be. There's a lot of cards here, and a lot of them focus on stuff that we don't need to know, including the Romano-Ward syndrome, which is another form of long QT syndrome that was not part of our lecture. At least I could not find it through searching and scrolling through if it was. So we have the Dreville and Lange-Nielsen syndrome for long QTs. So not a lot of cards. So refer back to the lecture for a lot of that information. But let's jump right in. So if you want, you can just go click on 14, have your arrow oriented in this motion, skip the first 2, grab the third, grab the 5th, come down, grab the last 3. That is it. And that is all I have for you today. So hopefully that doesn't add too much to your workload. I am sorry there aren't more cards. I tried looking through. We'll have probably some more cards coming with these EKG tracings for some abnormal physiologies. But that is it. So start or continue with the cards that we got started from earlier this week, get through them, and yeah, enjoy the long weekend, and expect another short video tomorrow, depending on should be another short video tomorrow. So stay tuned, and yeah, see you shortly, or yeah, tomorrow.